There was an intern that came to our company from abroad. The intern got dragged around, basically as a third wheel, by our two superiors. A female superior and a male superior. And the intern that came from abroad, of course, doesn't have a car. I mean, she had to prepare like a place to stay and everything, but she couldn't find cars on time. So what they did is basically she lived close to one of the superiors, I think. I think she lived close to the female superior. So what they did was the female superior would give her rides like to and from work, basically. And one time, the female superior didn't bring her own car. She came in a car with the male superior, right? So that means the intern is stuck. She's just like awkwardly stuck in the backseat while while the two superiors are like, we have to go do stuff. They went to like a mall. The three of them went to a mall, and this was during work hours, by the way. This was during work hours. The female superior started going through like the racks in order to find pants, and the intern thought, she's buying pants for herself. But I wonder why she's buying pants for herself in the male section. Turns out, the female superior was buying pants for the male superior. And because of that, the intern was like culture shocked into thinking that employees had to do such things. The intern came up to me and she was like, I didn't know like that here we need to buy clothes for our superiors. And I'm like, wait, what? Wait, no, that's not a thing. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? That's not really a thing. That's not really a thing. And she was like, oh, really? But that's what we went to do the other day. And I'm just like sitting there surprised. I'm like, wait, really? What? No, that's not normal at all. That's not normal at all. And she was also like, then is it normal for like those two to go out and eat all the time? I usually end up following along because I don't have a car. And I'm like, no. I mean, it is technically normal, but do you go with the entire team? I don't remember going with you guys, and we're all part of the same team. She's like, no, it's after work. They need to take me back home, but they say they're hungry, so they just take me along to eat dinner. And they just have their own conversation with each other about not work. And they're talking about like finding housing and stuff. And I'm just like, finding housing? What are you talking about? They don't need to find housing. Can I tell you guys though? The male superior, by the way, he was married at this point in time with, I believe he had 2 children. The male superior was already married with 2 children. The wife and the 2 daughters were in another country while he worked here. And also, the female superior, she was the daughter of, I believe, a pastor. She was also the daughter of a pastor.
Americans want to bomb me.
Everybody thought those two were just like close together because they worked together for many, many years. I don't know how long because they worked together even before I got there. But I sounded like they worked together for like 7 years. I believe they worked together like for 7 years. So everybody just assumed, they're just close because they worked together for like a long time. Nothing big, right? Guess what? They both quit, right? And a few months later, we basically received mail, like business mail. No, it wasn't business mail. I believe it was one of her personal mails. But then I guess she forgot to change the address to her like personal place instead of her workplace. It says her last name changed to the male superior's last name. They quit the job, moved to another state, and married. And last I heard, they have a child together. So basically the male superior cheated on his wife, abandoned his family, and got together with his superior, who is 10 years younger, I think. No, okay, there were some people that suspected it because, like, there was another intern before this female intern. He also came from abroad. He got into trouble from the finance department because, like, there were so much, like, needless purchases on the male superior's corporate card, right? So like the head of the financial branch is like, what the heck are you guys doing? Why do you guys go eat together like every single day using the corp card? And then the poor male intern was like, about that, they included me in the expense, but yeah, I wasn't there. They usually do that. They go out to eat together using the corporate card and just say I was there. So they were trying to make an excuse for like the bigger spending by stating that there was a third person, which continued up to the when the female intern came over. it was pretty, yeah. So they lied about spending the money. I mean, they had to like provide like the receipts and everything. So it's not like they could buy something that doesn't have anything to do with work. I guess food counts because it's like feeding yourself. I'm not sure, but it was insane. But there was this other time while they were still working here. They had to get relocated to a different location, right? So the company had to provide them with like the moving costs and everything. They had to provide moving costs. Just that. Moving costs. Which is understandable. It's perfectly understandable if you have to move because the company forces you to, right? Yeah, that much is understandable. There's no problem there. But the problem here is that they used the company's money to decorate their newly purchased house. Just like decoration. They used the company money for decorating the house. They used the company money to move all the things to their new house. They also used the company money to get a new house there. They used the company money to buy decorations and whatnot, etc. furnitures. And the finance branch at that time, because the finance head of the finance branch had changed at that particular point in time. He was like, "What is this? What is this?" To the CEO. You would think the CEO would be like, "What the heck? I'm gonna fire you. What the heck are you guys doing with our company money?" Right? You would think the CEO would question, why is this one of the higher ups in my company spending money for personal stuff? But at the time, that particular male superior was a favorite of the CEO. So basically that male superior kind of acted as like the right hand sort of the CEO at the time. So the CEO was like, "Oh, no, it's okay, that's fine. Leave him be, it's no issue." Man, the financial department head was so pissed. He was so mad. He was like, "You guys are using company money, company funding to buy your personal shit. That is not right. That can't be. How does this work? There's no way." And actually, the company at the time was kind of like split into two teams. Team that the CEO was in, and then there was like another CEO, like a co-CEO.
That's why you have an assistant regional manager.
Assistant to the regional manager.
Same thing.
No, it's not.
The finance department was part of like the other co-CEO's team, and this higher the male superior I keep talking about was part of like the team of the CEO of obviously that was like, "Oh no, let them be. There was an all-out war between the two groups. There was an all-out war between the two groups. Everybody else in the company was like, "Which line do we take? Which line do we take? Do we go to this team or do we go to this team? Which co-CEO do we go under? Which co-CEO do we go under?" Because if you choose the wrong line or the wrong faction, you lose a lot of privileges. You can make more mistakes. You're allowed more mistakes if you stand in the correct line. If you don't choose, then you're just like left out by yourself, basically. I was actually part of the neutral party. So I would often get left out, like for company events and stuff. So I would just like stay behind working by myself or just like numbing on a granola bar or something. And then if they have like an event that takes place after work, then I just go home early. I mean, I need rest anyway, so that was fine.
My fellow brothers, in the face of our common dangers, in this winter of our hardship, remember these timeless words, "As we can."